Whoa, Raggy! The Samsung Note 9 is delayed because of a change in the design. Also, that was just terrible. That was very bad.
Get daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Front Page Tech, of course, show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek, that's me, to another, that is you. Happy Thursday, how you doing? Quick heads up, get your wallets ready because tomorrow this bad boy goes on sale. Yet another limited t-shirt design. This will only be available for a few days for you to be able to get it. It's launching with our official FPT store. We went all in on this whole merch thing. Like, these have their own tags and everything. They're super soft, super wonderful, and we hope you pick one up. Again, that is tomorrow. Let's do stuff. Talk about news. Alrighty, story numero uno. This is a warning. I only put this story in the show so I could have a little I told you so moment. So there you go. That's the warning. This Jern I told you so moment is brought to you by bacon. Because it's delicious. F*** you. Lenovo is set to launch the Z5 on June 5th. For those of you paying attention, the Z5 is bezel-less and notchless. Does not have a notch. I repeat, Android phone does not have a notch. There is a minor inconvenience here, and that is it's launching in China. But you know, it exists, so that's cool. Now, I bring this up because 7 months ago-ish, when Apple announced the iPhone X, we put out a pretty big video called Apple Sucks Now, and it's your fault. And within that video, I said there's no excuse for the notch. I said that Apple has the best engineers on the planet. And if they really wanted to, if they really focused on it and really wanted to, they would have found a way to avoid the notch, to really innovate and not have to have a notch there, not settle and just kind of, the notch is fine. And everyone said, no, John, what do you know? You're not an engineer. You're just a stupid fucking YouTuber. You don't know anything. The notch has to be there. Apple, Tim Cook Christ says the notch has to be there, so it has to be there. There's absolutely no way around it. 7 months later, I give you the Lenovo Z5. I rest my fucking case, check, and mate. Thank you very much. Tim Cook, pay attention. Please. Oh, and side note, Lenovo, thank you. Thank you so much for having the balls to avoid doing what every other Android OEM is doing right now, being like, oh, Apple did it, we'll just do what they did, and they put the notch instead. Thank you. Thank you for not being like every other asshole Android OEM. Thank you very, very much. Sincerely, the internet. All right, let's talk about Google Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL. It seems that Google is going to be able to avoid the mess that was last year's launch of their devices. This year should go a little bit smoother. Why? Because Foxconn. It turns out that Foxconn is manufacturing both the Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL, which is really good because that means that Google is actually paying more attention this time. They have a team that's actually following step-by-step the manufacturing of this device. Because last year, they kind of just were like, okay, LG, you just do it. Tell us when it's done. And obviously, that was a total disaster. There was major quality control issues, display issues. Some of the phones shipped without Android, which, you know, that's only the worst thing to happen. So now that we know that Foxconn is manufacturing the phone and that Google has their hands all over it, we should be able to breathe a sigh of relief. Like I said, this is a good thing. So if you don't know how to feel about this or you really don't know what's going on, stick with Jern on this one. This is a good thing. Trust me, it's good that Foxconn has their hands all over this. Minus the whole, like, Foxconn is a terrible place to work thing and the whole suicide nets are placed everywhere to avoid the death from happening. Besides all that, this is a good thing, but also something that's come out of this is confirmation of yet another thing that Jern told you like just a couple episodes ago. We all know that deep within Android P settings is the design of a phone that looks pretty much bezel-less. We all assumed that would be the Pixel 3 because, well, we haven't seen that design before. But then some screen protector manufacturer came out of nowhere and said, hey, we made screen protectors. This is for the Pixel 3. This is for the Pixel 3 XL. And those were vastly different from the design that we saw within the Android P settings. These look not good. We reported that. We told you that. In fact, I shared my opinion. I said, Yeah, this feels more like the Google Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL, like it just feels right to me. Just completely forget about what we saw in the Android P settings. This is it. This just feels right to me. And a lot of people said, no, John, why would we trust just some screen protector company? This isn't it. We need to keep following Google, and people believed in all the concepts, the amazing bezel-less concepts of the Pixel 3, Pixel 3 XL, but now seems we got ourselves another Jern told you so moment. Jern told you so moment. What? According to the Foxconn sources, the Pixel 3 XL has a nearly edge-to-edge to screen, except for a thicker bezel known as a chin at the bottom of the phone, and the display will have a notch or a cutout at the top. A massive notch. Huh, sure seems like that totally unreliable, totally untrustworthy screen protector company is actually totally trustworthy and accurate here. This is one of those things where, like, if I say, hey, I feel like this is it, I've been doing this for a long time. Just trust Jern. Try to trust Jern. Also, the Pixel 3 thing, what a roller coaster of emotions this has been. This is too much drama for a phone. Okay, let's talk about the Galaxy Note 9. Apparently, it's been delayed so they can make a slight design change. But it's like, don't get too excited. We're not getting anything too crazy, too major. It's still, the Note 9 is pretty much going to look like the Note 8. Don't worry, there's not going to be a notch. That's good news. Bad news is that you're not going to get an under-display fingerprint scanner like a lot of you were hoping for, but I've been telling you that for months. Apparently, what has happened here is that Samsung's electronics vice chairman was visiting Oppo and Vivo like in the past few weeks, and he apparently really liked the way those felt in the hand. He thought that those were more comfortable to hold. So last minute, he has personally asked for them to sort of change the design of the Note 9. Not anything crazy. What he's looking for is a reduction at like 0.5 millimeters in the thickness of the glass that's covering the display of the Note 9. Because of this, obviously, there's going to be a delay, but it's nothing too crazy. They're going to put this in production, and this will be pushed back by a couple of weeks, a few weeks. It won't be that much. So if you've been playing along at home, this will actually get Samsung back on their usual schedule. They have actually like shifted things like a month or two. They've been releasing phones earlier than usual. This, even though it pushes them back to what would be their normal schedule anyway. Not a huge deal, and you get a thinner phone, kinda, ish, by 0.5 millimeters in the display specifically. Okay, if that makes a huge change in how comfortable it feels in the hands, I'm gonna guess no one's gonna know, but whatever, fine, I don't care.
And now, today's sponsor.
With all the Facebook stuff happening and all the privacy scandals going on right now, it's easy to sort of freak out and really wonder if we're safe online anymore. I mean, these days there's apps out there that'll block ads, apps out there that are dedicated to stop sites from collecting and selling your data, and apps to protect you from phishing sites, and that's all fine, but what if there was one app that did all that stuff? And more. This is where StopAd comes in. StopAd is easily the most reliable and uncompromising ad blocker I have ever personally used. You got an app for Windows, macOS, iOS, and Android. No more annoying and, more importantly, malicious ads on news sites, location tracking ads on social media, and the really creepy stuff. Sites that use your machine for cryptocurrency mining. Ooh. Gone. You can even browse freely, not worrying about sites stealing your info through phishing or scam. StopAd punches them right in the face with the fist of security justice. So what are you waiting for? Take back control of your online experience. The links are down in the description below, and of course, huge thanks to StopAd for supporting our show. And that is the show. Hopefully you liked it. You learned something. If you did, hit the like button. If you hate my stupid face, hit the dislike button. And of course, if you're new here, you want to see tomorrow's episode, hit the subscribe button. And hopefully I will see you on that day of tomorrow-ish-ing. What am I even saying? I quit.